Hello everyone, so today I'm going to show you how to bypass file uploads. Like for example, websites sometimes allow you to only upload certain files, like for example only PDFs, only docs. Now there's different methods, so I'm going to be walking you through all the methods that I know. This might be a bit of a longer video because it's going to be more in depth, and like I'm going to give you the most information possible. Because it's not just one type of method, you can combine methods too if you want to. It's like multiple methods to this. So let's open Burp Suite. Oh wait, first we need a file. Okay, yeah, let's get us a file. So here is the first simplest method. I'm gonna make this. Yes, Burp Suite. I know Burp Suite. So this is the first method, right? So we say, what would be a good name? Malware.php. Or like, yeah, just an example, right? So if I were to upload this, it would fail, right? But one of the simplest methods is to use burp suites just to little magic. I'll show you what I mean when it opens. So first we rename this, right, to .pdf, right? That's what's done. And then it should be open. Let's open, copy this along. Okay, this is open. So I can't see that well. My glasses are broken. It's pretty cold right now too, but I enjoy the cold. It's better than the heat in Africa. I just like the cold. Well, can you blame me? I know some people like the heat, but it's just like cozy under the blankets and stuff, you know? So yeah, first we go here. Yep, we can forward this. It's useless to us. Forward API events. We don't care about this. It's not important. So we're just using this example. This doesn't have any limits or filters on it. I don't know in the website only allows you to upload PDFs or stuff like that. I don't know. So I'm just using this to show you as an example. So first we go to YouTube, malware.pdf, right? Now when we send it, it says options. It says options, right? So it's going to create a folder for us to upload to in their backend. Parent folder name, but it's not important. It creates a folder. Here we are. Go. Okay, here we go. So see, it's gonna save a file as a PDF, right? Application. This is important. The content type should always be changed to the appropriate thing. For example, PHP. It's actually content that's just a mount up. It's like I'll show you. So if I change this to PHP and I want it to be read as a PHP, right? I'll have to go here. Say PHP MIME types, right? Okay. There's different MIME types for different type of files, right? And content types. And you have to use the correct one. Yeah, see, here we go. And we say PHP just to make this easier. I don't know. This website should have, yeah, here's we go. Here's a version of it. That will work. You can try different versions. I don't know everything about content types. I might go more into detail about them once I've learned this. Like the content types part, like what's the difference between which ones. I don't know everything about PHP. I just know it's like basic PHP stuff. Because just use it for reverse shells. Okay, so when you replace this with this, now it will be read as a PHP file. And now when we upload it, it's gonna Now we have a PHP on the server. Now that's one way of bypassing it, because now it thinks what it's uploaded was a PDF, right? But it wasn't a PDF. That's the simplest method to bypass this. So if we go here, I'll even show you. It's now going to be a saved as .php, because sometimes people do this because you can do a web shell, which is a type of exploit. It's basically when you access a file, if it's stored on a certain type of server, you can execute commands directly onto the server. See, .php. But yeah, that's only the first method. And now onto the second. The second method's a bit more complicated. So I'm just gonna pause for 1 second so I can access a shell that already exists in a work document, work stuff, so I have to pause. Just give me a second. Okay, cool, I'm done. So I just made a bunch of files and prepared so long. So first I'm gonna show you, I think it's hex editing, right? Okay, cool, hex editing. I'll also add resources to this in my comment section. If I don't, please comment to remind me. I'm sorry if I don't. I'm sorry, so comment at me so I can see it. I don't get a lot of comments yet, so I'm not a big channel, so I will see it. Oh yeah, so we want to open our terminal here. Right, we do this. Okay. So first I'm going to open this one. The other two on the screen are the more advanced ones. So we're just gonna say open with Kate. I don't want to use nano for this because it's not needed. Okay, right. So most hex values for letters like A is 2 and width, or something like that. So what, if I remember this correctly, oh yeah, so first we're gonna assign it as, you know, the magic, okay, kidding. So you get a magic signature, which is like a signature added in front of a file, so servers and stuff that works with the files knows it. It's like a identifier, like a fingerprint, for example. That's a really simple way to think about it. It's called a file signature, right? See, there's a list of them. Yeah, see, it's like unique signatures for files. You get ones for everything. So for example, I can say PDF. See, there's even one for PDF. Okay, so we'll need a 5 A's, right? Because each letter is one combination of 2 letters. So it's better I just show you this. Okay. So first we add, that is, it's not very difficult to do. Just say A, capital A, capital A, capital A, capital A, capital A. So 5 A's because there's 5 different files with x values we're going to change for the file. I know this might be complicated. It's not very complicated. It's just how complicated you make it. Hex is just, so it's one level above binary. Binary is 1 0. Hex is numbers. Wait, not binaries. Okay, it's binary and decimal. Okay, so binary you get with 1 zeros, then decimal. Right, is 1 to 10, and not just numbers, and then it's hexadecimal. So these files, we're editing them above, like, it's fine. I filtered it out, I just have to cut this out. Yeah, we'll just take the X editor. Nah, I won't cut it out, it's fine. But don't worry, I just struggle to explain it sometimes. X editor, and we say shell HP. See, there we go. See, the 41, 41, 41, 41, 41. There's 5 of them now. Now, what we can do is, we can go here. If you understand how this works, it makes hacking much easier, because some of the servers check for this value at the start. That's why you always have to add it to the top. Okay, you always have to add it top. Right, that's important. Add it at the top, very top of a file, with spaces below the rest. Because thing is, servers check for these values. So what you can do is you can say 25 with X editor, and we just say 50, 44, 46, and 26. Then we press Control, all right, and X, it will save it. Press enter. We're done. Right? I chose PDF, but it's saved as .png. It doesn't matter. This is just example. If you're going to do a PDF file, use a PDF signature. If you use a PNG signature, going to use PNG, use a PNG signature. There is a PNG signature here. Right, that's up maybe. No, there is one. I don't think it's called .png, to be honest. If you... Yeah, there is one. I'll just have to look for it. See, there's even video ones. There's a PNG one. It's somewhere here. But yeah, you can look for the stuff here. Something like JPEG or... Yeah. Or you can just Google PNG signature if it's not here. This is wiki. Yeah, see JPEG. You can use that. You don't have to use PNG if you don't find it. See? So I'm just listening to music. It's pretty damn. Okay, now you do the same thing, right? We go to this. We refresh. Stop intercepting just to make this faster. Okay. And now we upload it again. Now this is the second method to bypass it, because now it checks for the signature and the... Oh, okay. Let me just go here. Sorry. Technical issues. We just go here. Yeah, there we go. So this is the second type of bypass, right? Because now it checks the extension and it checks the signature. But there's more checks. It can check both, and then it can check what it ends with after being uploaded. But yeah, well, that one is harder to bypass, but I'll talk about that later. Now we click on this one. Create folder, forward. Forward. And here we go. See, that's that signature. You see this? This is a signature. They check for this stuff. And now, see, now it actually thinks it's a PDF. Now we can go back here. Go down. There we go. There we go. Okay, cool. Now we just do this. Right? And then we say, ooh, okay, cool. Nothing's wrong. I just thought it deleted everything for some reason. But my reaction time is as slow as a turtle. And now when we forward it, it should work. I'm done. Now, this is where it gets complicated, okay? So, you see this file? You get PHP 7, right? So, sometimes I block every type of PHP file, and you'll need to use different formats of PHP. For example, how to explain this? There's different types of PHP. List of PHP formats. PHP. Now I'll pause it, then I'll find it, then I'll come back. Because last time I also searched for it. It's pretty hard to find. Okay, cool. I found it. So it's George. I don't know how to say it. Sorry. ctf.getbook.io, and it takes you to this. And these are some of the file extensions you can use to bypass filters, because sometimes they filter just .php and not everything. 1 second, I have to charge this device. Okay, cool. I'm back. So yeah, use this to bypass the file extensions. So what you would do is you have this file, not thing. We've got this file with this PHP. They block our PHP, so it'll just say PHP 7. It'll still work and run, or we can see 16 or 5 or whichever one. We can try different ones. It doesn't really matter, right? Because sometimes some servers will support that version, or like some support 5. If it's an older server, newest support 7, newest 16, and some have extensions some support certain things. So you'll just have to test for that, right? And then we'll do the same upload process again with this one. And then that's the next method. So we'll upload this. Example, we'll upload this to this. You already know it's done. Same steps. But if you get into a problem where it doesn't let you, you might have to start doing a little bit of weird things. This might not work. It only works for some servers. So what you can do is you can say .png, .png, right? So overwrite this. It's fine. You can overwrite it. So some servers check for like a bypass where you like what we're doing. So we'll check what after the first two dots, like first dot is if it's a secondary one, and see if what you're trying to do. All right. So what people will do is upload 2 dots. When the dot's PHP 7. So you put 2.pngs to bypass the check that it's actually a .png, right? Because some names have dots in them. It's like a thing sometimes. So you can't check every dot. So they just take two or 3. You can test the 3.pngs too. I mean, you still end it with .png. And yeah, when you try and upload it and remove a .png at the end, and then it might work. But if it doesn't work, well, but you can still try stuff, but that's how I know how to bypass most of the methods. Okay, now, what can you do with this? Well, that's the best part. So, I'll show you what you can do. Let's open this with Kate. So So this is a shell, right? So you can run commands directly on the server, if it's Linux server or like a, well, just a server in general. So for example, you would put this in the URL, right? Let's say I've uploaded here, right? And how you activate this is you go to the PHP files URL. So it would be, this is just an example, but it would be the file's name. So it would be a path where your downloads of a direct path towards it. So it'd be like, for example, this. And then it'd be like this. Let me just make sure. Okay, I just wanted to make sure, right? So you would do it like this. So, oh, it's not 27, just making sure. Okay, so you do the question mark, which is the query, and when you're saying command, and then you would enter your command as, for example, ls for list the files, and then it'll display a web page, or like on the page it'll display the list of files. Like it'll display here just in the middle of it'll load a blank white page and show like the list of files, print the directory for you. But yeah, simple as that. That's what you can do by uploading this to a server, but it also depends on what type of server, right? So this is, for example, the PHP upload is an exploit. This is for PHP servers, right? It won't work on a JavaScript framework like Next.js. Yeah, so you'll have to make one for JavaScript. And also it won't execute if a file's being stored in a blob storage. It's like a non-executable storage. It's like, how to explain it? It's like cold storage. There's no operating system. It's like running in a flash drive almost. Like think about a flash drive, right? A flash drive that's unplugged, it's just pure storage. You can't execute anything. There's nothing that can be run. No programs, nothing can run in that environment. So it'd be pointless even if you got it onto it. And you're able to access it. It won't display, it won't execute, it won't do anything. You can run pure HTML on blob storage, but I've not found how that's useful yet. I've done it, nothing useful. It's just, you can use it to show that you can arbitrary like upload files and any type of file and store your own file any size on other people's storage if you do pen testing, so you can use it as a storage system over people's blob servers if they don't authenticate properly. But yeah, until I see you guys in the next video, I hope you have a lovely day, lovely week, and amazing Sunday. Or not Sunday, it's past 12 at night. It's like 1 in the morning. Off an hour for one. Have a beautiful Sunday. Warning, everyone. Stay safe. And stay hacking.